You ready? I am a lover of reality TV. I watch a lot of reality TV. I'm a proud Bachelor Nation member. Dancing with the Stars, Love is Blind. I love it all. And because I love it all, my streaming services often recommend it to me because I'm watching a lot of it. And they unfortunately recommended to me the worst reality TV show that I have ever seen, and it needs to be talked about. This show is called The Real Dirty Dancing, and it's a competition where there are 8 celebrities that return to the set of the original film, and they have to compete to be the ultimate Baby and Johnny by dancing to songs from the film. Now, I have many issues and problems with this show. Number one being, this is a terrible competition. You don't actually win anything. At first, I thought it was like they were competing to like be in a remake of the movie, but that's not the case at all. There is no prize. You just are the ultimate Baby and Johnny. Second of all, this show was so ill prepared. They didn't get any training. They didn't even have any dance instructors to teach the people how to dance or choreograph their dances. So they just have to choreograph it themselves.
We don't even have lessons yet. I thought we were going to get lessons first.
There's only 4 episodes of the show because they're only dancing to songs from one movie, and there's only 4 couples. So like, there's not even, you don't even really get time to like connect to the people or like learn any of their stories. Like, they try really hard to pack so much into every episode of the show, and they try to pack in so much time where like the people in each couple are like bonding, but they just overdo it. Like, at least with like Dancing with the Stars or even like The Bachelor, you're with these characters. Sorry, I shouldn't say characters. You're with these people for like several episodes where like you get to like learn more about them and see pictures and videos and stuff. And like in this, they're trying to pack in recreating scenes from the movie, dancing, competing, learning to dance, performing the dances, trying on costumes, plus these are the people and this is what they do and this is who they are, that it's too much. But also at the same time, the show is ridiculously boring because there's also no drama, because there's nothing that they're actually competing for, and there's really no point for them to be there. So they all get really fake sad and upset when they're gonna leave. But like, why are you upset? Like, there was nothing that you were even vying for here. So since the season is only 4 episodes and 90% of the show is filler and really boring and mostly crap, I'm gonna kind of overarchingly react to and talk about the whole season, because there is really only about 20 minutes of solid content within the 4 episodes of the show. We start off with all of the people arriving at Kellerman's resort, and they all are in the car and they're singing and they're acting out like they're in the movie, and they're singing the songs, and which I can't play any of because it's all copyright music, so enjoy these silent clips of them singing and dancing. But they all are singing along, and they get there and they meet the host of the show.
I'm Twitch. This is The Real Dirty Dancing.
So they waste absolutely no time in the show bringing in cringy, forced content. They bring out a bunch of watermelons and they're like, all right guys, you're gonna carry these watermelons up to the party just like they did in the movie.
Bellhops, let's go. Watermelon. Oh yeah. Watermelon. How about those? Y'all know where we headed after this? Oh, I'm baby now.
I carried a watermelon.
So they get up to this party and they have all these extras like dancing and like grinding on each other.
Woo. Yo, I know y'all feel that heat.
Oh yeah.
This whole show, this whole beginning part is that like, we need to see sex.
I was bumping and grinding on everybody.
And bumping and grinding.
The boys, the girls. I was probably doing the wall too.
Girl?
First time Baby met Johnny was right here in the staff quarters, and they danced right away. So before I compare you up, it's your turn.
Woo! What you talking about?
Twitch says, before I pair you up, like he has any say in these decisions, he's like, I gotta see you all dance together.
Go! Come on, Lenny! Come on, Lenny! Tyler, you better work the hips.
I agree, Charlie. I agree. He tells them that they have 24 hours to come up with a dance, practice it before they're gonna perform it. So one of the contestants is Tyler Cameron from The Bachelorette. He was one of my favorites on Hannah's season of The Bachelorette. I am not hating on Tyler Cameron. Love him. He is so lost and confused about what is going on.
We don't even have lessons yet. I thought we were gonna get lessons first.
And I don't blame him. Like, they should be giving them dance lessons. These people are not dancers, except for Corbin Bleu. Oh, right, I forgot to mention, Corbin Bleu from High School Musical is here.
Most of the time, there's a little bit of boundaries that are set. With this, it was just intimacy right away.
And he is the bright spot in this show because he actually can dance.
I don't dance, I know you can.
And his partner, spoiler alert, obviously him and his partner win because he's the only one who can actually choreograph a dance and is like good. He like knows what's going on, and poor Tyler Cameron over here is like, we're not gonna get dance lessons? I thought we were getting dance lessons. And you can hear in his voice that his agent told him this is like Dancing with the Stars, and don't worry, someone will teach you how to dance.
Wow.
So they all go off and they all start practicing. Practicing seems like a strong word. They all start attempting to choreograph their own dances with little to no dance experience and no idea what they're doing and no rules or guidelines set for any of them. But they're like, oh, we get to dance in the gazebo from the gazebo? We get to dance in the gazebo from the movie. Like, so cute. Yeah, okay. So right as they all start practicing, half of them talk about how uncomfortable they are because they're married.
I'm trying to think, have I danced with any guy besides my husband? This is gonna be a little scary.
We're coming together. You're married. I'm married. I haven't been this close to a man in like, God, 35 years. Like,
Well, I'm honored to be the first in 35 years.
1, 2.
I'm an athlete, so I love winning. Anyone who says they don't, they're lying. But the intimacy, the closeness of bodies, you know, all those things is gonna really worry me.
Some of them are very uncomfortable. Some of them who are not married, like Tyler Cameron and his partner, are all about it. They're like, hell yeah.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
So they take little breaks in between the practicing shots to like sprinkle in some movie content where like at one point they have each of the guys recreate a scene as Johnny and like test their acting skills.
I've done a little bit of acting, but we had Corbin Bleu there. Highly sought out professional actor. Wowzers.
You should put your pickle on everybody's plate, college boy. Leave the hard stuff to me.
You just keep putting your pickle on everybody's plate, college boy. Leave the hard stuff to me.
Like they act like it's another competition or it's gonna have some sort of relevance on like who wins, but it doesn't.
He is really taking this seriously. Is Johnny stuff? He is Johnny.
But it was kind of cute. I liked that part. I thought that part was funny. I wanted more of that and less of trying to watch a WWE wrestler and a football pro try and choreograph a dance together, which neither of them have ever done in their lives.
Wow.
So there's one couple, a Backstreet Boy and a stand-up comedian, who are trying to incorporate in this lift into their dance. And this Backstreet Boy is about 5'2", and this woman that he's dancing with is about 5'1", so they're like the same size. And for some reason, they think that he's going to be able to get her up in the air and onto his shoulders, and he's gonna like spin her around. I don't really know what they were going for because they never successfully did it.
Do you want to do the lift?
Okay.
Should we try it? Well, a little too high.
Ultimately, during the performances, it goes like this. And he literally gets so deep up in that crack that I don't know how he ever came back. So we suffer through some awkward practices, some forced connection to people that I don't really care about. And finally, we get to the final performance of the first episode. And they all come in their little costumes, and Twitch is there, and he tells them that there's no judge in this show. There's no like community votings, regular old civilians, Joe Schmo on the street isn't even judging for you. No, no, no. They have to judge each other.
Stakes are high, very high. The winning baby and the winning Johnny will get to pick their partner for the remainder of this competition.
Right.
Now, you might be asking yourself, how are we going to decide the winners? It's actually in your hands.
Oh, wow.
After every couple is danced, ladies, you'll decide who's the best Johnny, and fellas, you'll decide who's the best baby.
Where did the budget for this show go? Did it all go to renting out Kellerman's Resort because they couldn't get dance teachers? They don't have any judges. Their costumes are literally Target jeans and a flannel from American Eagle. Like, they probably all had to bring those themselves. All the couples do their dances, and then the women go off to debate and the men go off to debate. They have the most stage scripted conversation where each woman says something that she liked about a guy different than the one she danced with, so that we made sure that each man got a comment, and then the guys do the same thing, and then there's no like drama, or there's not even any like indication that these people are like fighting for anything, because they're not, because this show has no relevance to anything. So then they come back and the women are like, we pick Tyler Cameron, and the men are like, we pick, I don't even know what the hell her name is, but she's a woman. And then they try to force drama by having this part where the winning baby girl goes down to the lake and does this like lift scene in the lake with each of the guys to help her determine which guy she wants to pick.
I've already established my connection with this baby.
So I definitely have an advantage doing this famous lift. I was determined to nail it because I wanted Kat to pick me.
You got this. You ready? That was not bad. I've seen better.
Not bad at all.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I love you jumping all over.
It is fun. It is fun.
So then they have the whole lift scene in the lake where the girl is using that to determine which man she would like to dance with. And on the flip side of that, they bring in the worst scene of the entire series.
I do a sexy type of dance for my husband. And I already talked to my husband about this. I got the approval. And I was like, babe, I think I gotta pull out my secret weapon.
This woman straight up says, I have a sexy dance that I do for my husband and I'm gonna use it here. But don't worry, I got his permission. Why are they doing this to these people?
All of y'all some hornies. That's
Still sweating.
Wowzers.
No. And I understand that, like, when you're in a movie or you're in a show or whatever, like, sometimes you have to, you know, be with someone that's not your actual spouse or partner in real life. But there's no purpose to this. Like, they're putting these people into these sexually tense situations for no reason. Also, most of them are not actors. So like, as a regular everyday person who's not an actor, it can be hard to like separate like pretending to be like intimate and involved with someone from being that in real life. Because if you look at who handles it the best throughout the show, Corbin Bleu handles it pretty well. That's because he's an actor by trade. Granted, but still, he probably has a better grasp on the separation of real life from acting. It also makes me really angry that they have no audience to watch these performances. Who are these people dancing for? What is the point of this show? In the second episode, they bring in a judge. The judge is the woman that played Baby's sister in Dirty Dancing. That's fine, but they bring in one judge. So it's one person's opinion on who should stay and who should go home. Then in the third episode, Twitch brings in his wife to be the judge. And then finally, for the finale, they have an audience. I guess you could get tickets. I don't really know who these people were, but it's like a bunch of girls under the age of 25 because they're all High School Musical turned Bachelor fans, because the two competing Johnnies are Corbin Bleu and Tyler Cameron. Finally, they bring in an audience, and then the audience votes after the dances, and then ultimately their votes determine who is the ultimate Baby and Johnny. There's no control in this. This is not a controlled experiment. In Dancing with the Stars, you have a panel of judges and worldwide votes. So you have a mix of uncontrolled, biased opinions from the fans mixed with unbiased, controlled opinions from a panel of judges. In this, we have different judges in every episode. We have cast members voting for each other. We have two random people coming in who, are they professional dancers? I don't know. And then finally, we have the most biased opinion of all, which is fans. Obviously, even if Corbin's dance was worse than Tyler's, all the HSM DCOM lovers out there are going to be like, yeah, I want him to win because I like him. When they award Corbin and whatever the heck her name is the ultimate Baby and Johnny crowning title, it means nothing because there was no consistency in this. There was no consistency. They danced for nobody. There's no reward. There's nothing happening in this show, and there was not even any drama to make it kind of interesting because they were all just really nice to each other. You need rules, people. You need structure and rules in order to make a successful competition show. I don't like it. I don't like any of this show. I did like that I got to see Corbin Bleu though, as a little grown-up man. That part was nice.